Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be making a really ambient texture inspired by Coldplay's track titled Oceans, and we're going to be making it using our Vital synth. So let's listen to the original track and then let's dive into Vital and start creating some sounds. Alright, so this is the original track and this is the last ambient texture here in the Coldplay Oceans alternative version live on YouTube. Sounds like this. So this is how it sounds, really warm texture, ambient, granular sound. We also hear some wave sounds in the background, which really makes this sound special. So let's dive into Logic and let's listen to the version I have. So this is how it sounds. So it's not exactly the same, but I feel like I sort of captured the feeling and mood of the original. I added some wave samples here to add like this same feeling. So it's pretty close to the original in terms of mood. So let's just see what we have here in the MIDI. We have a chord progression of 5 notes. Alright, so here we have Vital, and we do have some plugins here. We have our channel EQ, removing the lower frequencies. We have our crystallizer, which just adds a little bit of a interesting texture. Crystallizers, we're using the accordion crystals, which adds like this granular octave pitching thing, which is really cool. Then we have reverb here, and I'm using the free Valhalla Supermassive and the Space Verb 1999. And after that, we're just using another EQ just to remove some of those higher frequencies that we don't really need. So let's listen to the sound without the crystallizer. And let's just listen to it. So without the crystallizer, it sounds like this. And with the crystallizer, it sounds like this. So it's not necessary to just put it on here. You don't need to. It just adds like this interesting effect to the sound. So now let's recreate the sound. Let's copy our MIDI. Let's duplicate our channel. And as usual, let's keep our original Vital as a reference. And let's just turn off the crystallizer and turn off the reverb. So we just have one EQ here, removing the lower frequencies. So at the moment, this is the original, this is the original, and this is our new one. So let's just start from scratch in the initialize preset here. And at the moment, the preset or sound sounds like this. Really harsh. So let's just turn on the filter. Let's filter oscillator 1, 2, and 3. And now let's turn on our filter 2, and let's just filter the sample oscillator we're going to use for the wave sample. And let's just put the mix to about 90%. I think that's same here. So yeah, I think we're done with the filters now. Let's go to the oscillator 1. Let's select the basic shapes. Wavetable position, wavetable. I don't know why I said position. So let's just turn this to basic shapes, and let's turn the wavetable frame to 237. Let's add a little bit of unison to 2 voices to 4% of detune. And now let's turn on our oscillator 2 and let's pitch it to 24 semitones, which is 2 octaves. And now let's select our wave shape. And this is going to be the vital sine 2. And let's just add a little bit of unison to 2 voices and detune to 2%. Now let's turn on our oscillator 3 and let's turn the level to 0.158. Let's pitch it to 12 semitones, which is 1 octave. And yeah, we're just going to keep it as it is, I think. Yeah. Sounds like this. And now we're going to turn on our sample oscillator and we're going to load the factory waves sample. And we're just going to turn the level to 0.110. And alone, the sample sounds like this. So yeah, it's going to add like this really interesting effect. So together, it sounds like this right now. Yeah, so we're done with the oscillators. Let's move to our envelope one. Let's turn the attack to around 1 second. And this, let's just edit this to somewhere here. And let's turn the release to around 7 seconds, 7.1 seconds. Just like that, we're done with the envelope 1. And now let's move to our LFO 1. So let's select the, so I just saved this wave shape here. So it's pretty simple. We're just going to be using this here. And we're going to be attaching this to our filter cutoff. Let's just make sure we see it. So yeah, I think we're attaching this to the filter cutoff like that. And what is the frequency? So it's 2 and 1. 2 and 1. That's pretty cool. And this is only attached to the filter cutoff. And now let's move to our LFO 2 and let's select the just a custom wave shape that I made. Looks like that. And we're attaching this to the wave table shape here for the oscillator 2. And this is at sort of like this. Where is it? And the rate is 1/1. And yeah, we're attaching this to the filter cutoff as well. All right, perfect. I think we're done with the voices and LFOs and envelopes. Let's just take a look here. So yeah, we're done with that. Now let's move to our effects section here and let's just add another cue. And let's add a chorus. And yeah, I think we're done with the effects. And that is pretty much it. So I think we're done with the this vital sound. Now we're just going to turn on the crystallizer, the Valaha Super Massive, and another EQ, and it sounds like this. And now let's compare it to our original sound. So it feels like the original has a little bit more cutoff. Alright, so it sounds pretty much the same. Yeah, so that's how you make an ambient texture inspired by Coldplay using the Vital Synth. So feel free to grab it on my Patreon, grab the preset on my Patreon. And as always, thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Thanks.